Good morning. I decided to not talk very much during the first part of this just because I was not in the mood to talk. I was really groggy from sleep. I had a rough night last night and whatever the case may be. Anyway, I'm going to take you along with me for a day in my life because that's what I felt like doing today. I thought today would be a fun day. Notice I'm wearing makeup. Very light makeup, but still makeup, and I'm wearing a sweater and jeans. I have to go to the outside world today. In my quest to get all of the official documents from California when we move, I need to go to a different county to pick up RJ's birth certificate. I was able to get Kat's and mine mailed, and they came quickly, but RJ's isn't going to be mailed, wouldn't be mailed until midsummer, and at that point we should hopefully already be in Denver, and at that point we would have already needed it, so I need to just go get a copy, but thankfully they're taking appointments. So I have an appointment today at 11 o'clock in the morning, and it's a few counties over. It's where I lived with my ex-husband for a few years. This is where we lived when we got married. It was where we lived when both kids were born, even though they were born in different counties because of different insurances. Well, I'll just show you. I'll show you my schedule. Before I do, I'm going to show you my shoes. Leopard print teaks. So these are my third pair of teaks. I already have the pewter pair and the brown. I think it's chocolate brown. And I wanted leopard print, and I believe these were my gift to myself after finishing the second book. As a 6-foot tall lady, I love teaks because they are cute, they are comfortable, and they are flat. Okay, so let's take a look at my schedule for the day. I don't know if I want to show you on Google Calendar or in my bullet journal. I feel like Google Calendar kind of gives you a better idea of what's going on today, but I'll show you, no, I'll just show you my Weejo. Maybe my Google Calendar later. I don't know, you guys. I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments what parts of my schedule do you want to see when I do these day and weeks in the lives and so on and so forth. All right, today is Wednesday, so I have a call at 10 and a call at noon. Both of those calls I am likely going to be just listening in on and slightly participating while I'm driving. My appointment is at 11, an email I need to send today, and then over on my Alistair method list, when I get back, I need to finish the final draft of a freelance project and send it in. Vlogging, that's today, and then I need to finish RJ's room, get it staged, or staged as it's gonna get. I was gonna do it yesterday, but like I said, I had a rough night last night. And then I believe that's everything on here for the day that I'm gonna plan on doing, because the freelance job in RJ's room is gonna take up plenty of time. I'm leaving about 2 hours before my appointment because it takes about an hour and a half, and you know, with traffic and anything else. I may stop on my way home at Nordstrom Rack because that's about 45 minutes from here, and I would not normally go there, especially with everything that's going on. But we have gone so deeply at least I have gone so deeply in terms of decluttering my closet that I actually don't have any nice tops to wear for when the weather gets warmer. And it's gonna get warmer, and I'm gonna want at least one other top to rotate through my rotation, especially when I'm filming. So I'm thinking about that. I'm not sure yet. Either that or the Target because it's bigger. The other thing I'll do today, not right now because Jesse's getting ready and the kids are in school and I don't want to be loud everywhere, is show you kind of the progress that we've made. The kitchen's kind of a mess right now, but I mean, I guess I can show a little bit. If you remember from my office tour how the furniture was set up here, I'll link it up above if you haven't seen it. That furniture's gone now. Most of it. It's in the garage. And this is my office now. I kept out the cart and put some different stuff in it. My lights are set up for filming tomorrow. All this furniture is gone. We moved the cat box out here so we can put the closet doors on, and the wall stuff is going to be coming off soon too. And there's a Loki. Hi, Loki. Hi, buddy. The light's all funky in here because it's still morning and it's cloudy outside. It has been pretty intense around here as we're getting the house ready to stage. I believe we have a contractor coming over today to look at one final job that needs to get done. We have to postpone our trip in April. Mostly has to do with the timing. Like, it's a very delicate timing. If we want to make it at the right time and have one of the houses we walk through potentially be the one that we get an offer accepted on, then we need to move it by a week or two. So that's something we're gonna work on after we get some more information this week. But it's been a very busy, very hectic last few days. Jesse got his second dose. I had to skip out on a patron hangout and a live stream on Sunday to try and catch up on things. It's been intense, you guys. We're getting into the thick of trying to get this house ready for sale. And I imagine once we get it listed, shit's just gonna go even wackier because the market here, while not as intense as the market in Denver, is still pretty intense. Anyway, I am going to talk to Jess for a little bit, and then I'll catch up with you when I get in the car to leave. and double check that the kids are moving on to their next class. The kids are virtual today. Normally they're virtual on Wednesdays. It's been a short week. They didn't have school on Monday, so instead of all 6 periods virtually, they're doing just 4, 5, and 6, which means both of them are in their rooms because they have music classes right now, and then they'll be out at the kitchen table for the other 2 classes. But I won't be here for that. But Jesse will have the door open because he's working in the garage. Some Mickey Mouse horse shit, you guys. So I'm here. It took about an hour and a half to get here. I lived in this town, Woodland, California, for... how long did I live here? I moved here maybe in 1999, 2000 area, in that general vicinity. So maybe 7 years I lived here. And I think while I'm here, after I go get the birth certificate, I'm going to swing by our old house, just to take a look at it. One of the places I wanted to hit to get pictures of and to just like say goodbye to for my Goodbye California spread, which I still haven't actually made. I was going to make it this last Sunday, but I just did a quick and dirty bullet journal spread instead since I didn't stream, was a fruit stand that is in Dixon, California, which was my favorite place to go when I lived in Woodland. And so I'm probably going to hit that place. Anyway, gotta go get my appointment now because it is in about 7 minutes. All right, I'm back from my appointment, still in front of the recorder's office. I had a great conversation with the person who was helping me about like the adultiness of having to collect all the pieces of paper that trace your name changes and trace births and all blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I also wanted to update you guys while I was driving here that I got a phone call from my kidney doctor about that MRI that I had a few weeks ago. One of the walls of one of my left blood vessels, like big blood vessels that brings blood to my brain. So one of the left of my there's like 2 vessels, a right and a left. It's the left one, and one of the walls of that is thin or something. I didn't know. There's nothing they can do about it except to know that it's there. And it was one of those incidental findings they found because they were looking for something else. However, because of it and because of my increased risk for stroke, because of the PKD, we want to make sure that that doesn't become a problem. So I am going to have to go on baby aspirin, as well as a very, very low dose of cholesterol meds. I do not have high cholesterol, but I don't have low cholesterol either. I have on the higher end of normal cholesterol. And so just in case, they want me to be on a super, super low dose of cholesterol meds, just to make sure everything stays stable. 2 more meds. I gotta pick pick those up on my way home. But right now I am going to go drive by. I'm not going to show you, but I'm gonna drive by my old place. And I'm actually looking right now at the top of the Catholic church where we had my mother-in-law's funeral. I was gonna try and show it to you, but I think I'd be showing like license plates and shit like that, so I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, it's just trippy being here. I've been here a couple of times since we moved to pick up things like vital records and stuff like that, but it's just amazing how much things have changed and yet how much they stay the same. I'm getting real nostalgic for California. Even this town, which was, of all the towns I've lived in, not my favorite for various reasons. Anyway, I'm gonna do that and then I will be heading to the fruit stand. So I'm home. It took longer than I expected, both because I stopped in Vacaville to pick up a few shirts from Nordstrom rack, which I'll show you in a hot minute. But then when I was leaving Vacaville, I saw a freaking car on fire, which I'll insert a picture here. I was stuck in a line of cars. And when I saw it, even the like fire department hadn't shown up. The picture that I got was right as the fire truck was pulling up. But it was like an inferno. I had to go to the pharmacy as well. Now I am going to work on my freelance project. I just took a Zofran. If any of you have ever had to take anti-nausea medication, you'll know that Zofran is like the magical medication. And I am super nauseated right now from all of the driving and being stuck in a sitting position for so long. So I'm going to get the my freelance final draft done so I can send it off today. And then hopefully I will have enough energy to work in RJ's room for a little while. I'd also like to set up a new watercolor palette. I stopped at Michael's on my way back and picked up a few colors that I was out of. I have a slightly bigger plastic palette that I want to prep and use because I wanted to add a few more colors. Like I needed a warmer toned yellow and I needed a warmer toned red and a few other things. I might do that tonight. If I do, you can watch while I do it. And if you are ever interested in finding out how I do it, then just let me know and I might make a video. I've had a lot of you asking me for more watercolor stuff, so we shall see. We shall see if that's something that I decide to bring to the channel or if it's something I'm just going to leave on Patreon. So like I said, freelance work, drink a whole bunch of water because I really need it. And, oh, the Nordstrom shirts. I need to do that too. Let me just take you to the bedroom. You can also then, I guess, while we're in here, see the work that we have done. It wasn't work, but it's like staging in my bedroom. If you watched my book declutter video, you had an idea of how these looked before, and now they are pseudo staged, although that picture fell over. And on the ground is one of the new carriers to give Lulu a place to sleep in here because the tree is gone, but our nightstands are actually clean. Holy shit, look at that. Clean nightstands. And Jesse still sticks his clothes on the floor right there, even when there's no basket to put them on. Tree is gone. Staged situation, although we haven't been able to pack that lamp yet. So we're going to be getting some, like, sliding white closet doors to put here. And then the bedroom will be finished. And then this thing replaced the thing that used to be here. And we really love how it looks. And obviously, when we do the pictures and everything, we'll get rid of the cat toys on the ground. But this is a fake plant from Michael's, and the reason I got this particular planter holder was because we can put the Google Home underneath it. And then Jesse rigged the Apple TV and all the cords behind the TV because he's rad. That's also a Michael's plant that I still haven't cut the price tag off of yet. I'm going to put those in my office when we move. I really want real plants in my office. So far, Roldy and Kumar are still alive. Let me show you what I got from Nordstrom Rack. They're not fancy at all. They're just, thing is, I decluttered the shit out of my clothes, but now all I have is sweaters, gnarly tank tops, t-shirts that say things like, get Mitch or die trying, which I'm totally fine with, but I would like to have some like non-printed neutral shirts, and the only non-printed neutral shirts I have are exercise tank tops. So I got a few short-sleeved ones from Nordstrom Rack. Because I went to Target and they didn't have anything that I like. I like longer shirts because A, I'm 6'2", and B, I have a kidney belly, so I need them to hang a little bit longer. I ain't trying any of these on, but I think they're gonna fit based on what they look like. So there's this tank top here, which is like a blush color, and it has a little bit of this situation in the back. And then I have this V-neck stripy t-shirt, and then this like looser, this is actually a little bit big for me, but I think it'll work really well on days when I'm feeling extra bloated from my kidneys. Just like a short-sleeved kind of knit feeling t-shirt, and then the same brand but in my actual size. I usually wear 1X or XXL, and this one's in like a kind of a corally peach. Basic ass shirts. Hell yeah. I showed you the office already, I'm pretty sure. Am I right? I'm pretty sure I'm right. And then you'll notice Michael Myers has been packed up, and I already miss him. Our Tree of Life is also packed up, which I don't think would have been as big of a problem on the wall, but it looked really unbalanced with one thing there and another thing there, so they're just all packed up. As well as all of our horror movie posters from the hallway. Like I said, it's starting to look like a real fancy house. It just doesn't look like our house. Let's check in on the plants too, huh? So Roldy was getting watered today, and he's sucking up his water. I'm watering him from the bottom. He might need a little bit more. Kumar's watering day is not for another couple days. I'm using the Planta app as recommended by some of you in my Instagram DMs. But I have been watering from the bottom, and they're both looking okay. Their fake brethren are also fine. So if I can keep them alive and get them to Colorado, then perhaps I will graduate to a couple more. In the meantime, Lulu, who's in my chair now, I don't know where he is. Lulu! He waits by the door to see if Jesse will let him into the garage. Jesse's created, hi kitty! Oh, is it bad? What's going on, Lou? Lulu! You just full of energy right now, my guy? Anyway, like I said, time to get to work. I am procrastinating enough. So I got interrupted mid-pallet to book a plane flight for my grandma and to verify some information for the people who are pulling my old wedding certificate. But I will just show you. I'm not going to talk too much about what colors are in here, but kind of how it's done. This side has blacks, browns, purples, greens, blues, and then some yellows down here that I'll use with the greens and the blues. And then this side has red, pink, and then I repeated the purples with a little bit of extra pink because I use pink a lot. And then I added the yellows again so I can mix the yellows with the reds on this side, because one of the things I found while using this palette, which I'm still going to keep using, it still has colors in it, but I wanted one with a few more colors in it, is that my yellow is getting super green contaminated, which I'm totally fine with, but it makes it a little janky when green is green is the opposite color of red. So if you mix it with the red, it's going to turn brown or black. I've got this, my little pile of paints. I'm going to put them all away, and this is going to dry, and then I'll start using this tomorrow probably. So I was just taking a selfie to post on Instagram stories to comment on flat ironing my new short hair, which I have decided I like it flat ironed. It's easier to manage, but I think it's cuter with the curls. But flat ironed hair tends to look a little more put together a couple days in a row. That's beside the point, though. The thing I was thinking when I took the picture, I had to go into my bedroom to get some natural light, because somehow, I don't know how this camera doesn't do it, but when I'm trying to take a selfie in here right now with this light, you can really see the bags under my eyes. I didn't put any concealer on today because I don't really fucking give a shit. And what I'm curious about, the thought I was having is, this is not a fishing for compliments. I don't know if I look my age or not, or if I look younger, or if I look older. I definitely feel older. My physical body feels like I'm in my 80s, but in terms of my face and just how I look, I have no idea how old I look. Now, part of that's because I don't really have a grasp on what my 40s and 50s are going to look like because of my parents dying. My dad died when he was 40. My mom died when she was 45. And in her last 5 years or so of life, I didn't see her as much as I wanted to because she had moved to Bakersfield, which is 6 hours from where I lived. But I don't have a good frame of reference for it. And I was talking to Jesse the other night about how I had been looking through one of my middle school yearbooks, middle school, mind you, because I found it in the garage. And I swear to God, it's like I was a 6th grader in the yearbook, and the 8th graders feel like they look older than me now, even though they're 8th graders. They're obviously younger than RJ is. They're not older than me by a long shot. And yet, in my head, they feel older than me because I'm seeing them with the eyes of somebody who remembered seeing these people when they were 2 years older than me. And it's a perception thing, and it's tripping me out, and I don't understand. And like I said, this is not at all fishing for compliments. You don't need to tell me, oh, you look so young or whatever. You don't look sick at all, or you look, no, you don't need to tell me that. What I'm curious about is if I am the only one who thinks this way. Do I have some weird, age dysphoria in my mind or something? I cannot wrap my mind. I feel like I look the same age I looked when I was 23 and looking in the mirror. The only real thing I've noticed is the one wrinkle that's across my forehead, and the bald spots that are coming from, medications. But and my hands are starting to look older. They're starting to look a little bit more. And there's nothing. I don't care if I look older. I don't care if I look like somebody in somebody in my 60s. It's not about that. It was tripping me out. It was one of those deep thoughts I was having where I was I could easily put myself into an existential crisis right now because I can't figure out how old I look. So, you're welcome. It's time for a kitty check-in because goddamn it, aren't they cute? Look at that. Look at them. Oh, hi, boys. I'm sorry. Hi, boys. Oh, my God. Hi, kitties. Oh, they're both leave us the fuck alone. Oh, my goodness. They love each other. Loki's cleaning Lulu, and Lulu's God damn, I'm trying to go back to sleep. I'm going to go for a quick walk, I think. I was in the car all day and my pukey pills kind of kicked in, and I just need to get some steps in on top of just moving my legs a little bit before dinner tonight. I don't know if I'm making dinner. I think Jesse's making dinner. I'm not sure. So I am up for dinner tonight. I'm doing an every plate meal, Pinko Ranch pork chops with carrots and potatoes. I've got carrots, potatoes, the pork chops, and all the other ingredients here. So I'm just gonna follow the recipe and get it going. Normally we do these with one of the kids, but I am not in a great mood anymore. I'm starting to feel crappy, so I'll be less likely to bite somebody's head off if I do this myself. I've hit my wall so hard. Got over 10,000 steps today. How many steps did I get today? Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. But I am in my world of pain that I'm usually in about this time in the evening. The one thing I didn't get done today, what did I get done? I got the birth certificate. I ran the errands, plus I wound up having to do a new errand to go get my new medications, which was not on my list. I sent the draft of the freelance project. I set up my new palette. I made dinner. Doesn't seem like a lot, does it? A lot of driving. A lot of driving. I went for a walk. The one thing I didn't get done that I wanted to get done was finish RJ's room up, but to be perfectly honest, sometimes, if you've ever had a teenager in your life, if you've been a teenager, yes, but if you've ever had a teenager in your life, every once in a while, maybe more than every once in a while, you get like the waves of teenager funk. Today was one of those days. I really, when I was already nauseated from all the driving and from sitting in that position, my stomach wasn't, no amount of Zofran in the world was going to get me through that. So I'm going to work on that. Maybe tomorrow. I have a big work project to work on tomorrow. I'm basically going to be buried, my nose to the grindstone in work for a good 6 hours tomorrow. So maybe not, but I will get to it. His room won't take very long. If I can just if Jesse and RJ are making dinner tomorrow night, maybe I can get RJ to let me go in there and just take care of it because he's already packed everything. I don't know. But we're rolling right along. I'll be keeping you updated on all the things. Today was not really a moving prep day for me. I mean, it was in the sense I was picking up a vital record. When I booked Grandma's plane flights. I'm not even going on the trip. It's just for my grandma and her sister who both need mobility support, and neither of them are really in a place to be able to do that themselves now, so I did it for them. And I almost screwed it up. I almost gave my great aunt my last name, which is not correct. I think I am going to wrap this up. If you have made it this far, why don't you let me know what you had for dinner the night before you saw this in the comments below, because that would be like a secret between us. us. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I am fully expecting to be continuing with the live plan with me this coming up Sunday. So Sunday, 2:30 p.m. Pacific time. Hopefully I'll see you there. So subscribe so you can get notifications and so on and so forth. Until next time, my friends. Peace out.